Everyone looks settled in for some football here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the San Francisco 49ers. Ready to get this game started? Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. Zamir White on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First carry here for Ashton Genty. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
It's a loss of 2.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there, and some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball, and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now Smith taking off with it. Decent work on the run, but not enough for the first. The stop is made in time. It's 4th and short.
Well, there's going to be a missed assignment on somebody's grade sheet tomorrow. That read option game with the quarterback, there is always a defender that's responsible for the QB. That time, QB takes advantage.
Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Purdy on the play action. Dump off to his fullback. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down.
He's out of bounds.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap for Purdy. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun is Purdy. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. They'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Throw right side is caught by Jennings. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Brings up 3rd down.
Raiders defense goes in the dime for third down. Third and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Brings it in at the 12. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the Raiders offense. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. First call here coming from the shotgun. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
From the gun, Smith. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with him in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here he goes, third and long. It's a screen play to Genty. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
A.J. Cole on the punt. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. San Francisco headed out for its second possession of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. '49ers to the line. First and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. Caught by his fullback behind the line. Short pickup to their own 31. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Second down now. They need 7. They send the tight end in motion. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. They get 27 on the play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now first and 20. Trying to throw this from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Offense to the line for second down. Again, it's Brock Purdy. That's Cox, and it's Kittle. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a gain of 22. And that gives the 49ers the first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Shotgun snap, a gift to Robinson. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's the first down, and he's still going. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on 3rd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. On 3rd down, Purdy. That's incomplete left side. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
A 40-yard attempt.
Piniero's kick is good. And that one is going to get them on the scoreboard.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now Piniero on to handle the kickoff. Here's White on the return. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Running from the pistol here with Genty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Intended target, Dante Thornton Jr. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
It's complete. This is Bowers. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
And off to Genty. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Another give here to Jency. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
This is Jency on second. Escapes the defender. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on third down. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. We've got the 49ers in front. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. 8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Out of the gun, here's Smith. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable in an incomplete.
So now on fourth down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
So in the end, the armchair quarterbacks, Kate, are going to tell you the more aggressive-minded play caller would have been correct. It would have been a better decision to go for it as they come up with nothing from that field goal try.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. So Reed, the gift to McCaffrey. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Purdy. This one's quickly to Jennings. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd and just 2 to go. On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Offense isn't moving here. They are going for this on 4th and 1. They'll go. It's McCaffrey. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Nothing like a little suspense on 4th down over there on those sidelines as everyone waited to see just whether or not he got the first down. Some of these running backs, okay, they just have a nose, just have a feel for exactly what it takes to move those chains.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Going run again with McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Purdy throwing here. Hits his running back. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They'll throw 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock. A safety, really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They get an even 40 out of that one. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Shotgun give here to Genty. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Jason Pinnock there on the tackle.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Smith setting the throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And that means 3rd down coming up.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Couldn't connect with Dante Thornton Jr. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Completed over the middle. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he stopped.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Motioning one of the tight ends. On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. He spins right by him. And they hit big there on that 2nd down. Let's see if this play holds up or not, though. We've got a penalty flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Off the play fake. Purdy. We'll get this complete to Jennings. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So 1st down from the 41. One of the tight ends motioning left. McCaffrey running between the tackles. I wasn't a fan of what was ahead there, Brock, but the bounce outside doesn't fare any better. He gets a lone yard at second down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the gun is Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And this is going to get him right up near that first down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up. So 3rd down becomes much tougher for him as 3rd and 1 becomes 3rd and a much more difficult 6. So the false start makes this a far tougher call now. 3rd and 6. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Raiders close it in, and down he goes. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I wish every fan could just get the perspective on the field. When you stand on the sidelines, you realize how fast this game is. And as a QB, you've got to understand. When you get that amount of time, you've got to get rid of the ball because this game moves in a hurry.
The Raiders take over.
Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Genty from the gun. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Bryce Huff in on the tackle.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. From the gun, Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down play. They give up the guts. It's Genty. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And for the 49ers is Sky Moore. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Completed to his running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Purdy looking to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. This is McCaffrey, left side. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. From the gun, McCaffrey. He's still going at the 30. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
From the red zone now. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers grow their lead just before halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers make it a 10-point ball game. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's White on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. He tucks it and takes off. And Smith wisely slides down safely with enough to move those chains. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. On 1st down, here's Smith. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Smith. Stepping up, and he's going to run. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Is 3rd down.
plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now Smith. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Raiders.
First down from the 42. Here's Smith. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And this is picked up by the 49ers. And San Francisco takes the return to the end zone. Touchdown. The 49ers will add to their lead at the end of the half. That had to have been just about as far away as possible, Brock, from what that was drawn up to be. But the end result, partner, exactly as they planned. It's a touchdown.
In this case, Kate, it really was about the destination, not about the journey.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers take a 3-possession lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The Raiders going to get the football one final time in the first half. They're going to have to be quick about anything that they want to do here, partner. Enough time for a few snaps at most. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Smith. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun. Catch made underneath by the back. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. All right, now a timeout is called. 9 seconds to go in this half.
And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
A big scout there defensively.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Smith yet again. Throwing for the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
Daniel
Carlson, all set now for the kickoff. Here's Sky Moore on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. We'll see the San Francisco offense first this half as they're headed out now. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Purdy on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. Five still to go here. This is second down. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Devin White hauls him down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Now it's Purdy. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 43. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Looking to throw, Purdy. He'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. 3rd and long, Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
A 55-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's White on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. They haven't come up with an answer quite yet on the scoreboard, and they take over down 20-0. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Zone read, they'll give it to Genty. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Another give here to Genty. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag. Play action. Here's Smith. Finds him on the crossing route. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. They'll take second down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Out of the gun, here's Smith. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play. And then all of a sudden, in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately, there just comes a time where you've got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you could give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. First and 10 coming up. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Brings up second and 7 at the 44-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. They stick with McCaffrey. He runs it up to midfield. Along the right sideline, there's space. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Dylan Laube on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And they come back after the field with something to prove, Brock. You've told me before that it is embarrassing to give up a safety.
Yeah, it's a little hard, Kate, to run off the field and look at your defensive mates as you've given up 2 points on offense. So, yeah, the last thing they want to do is do that again and instead turn this momentum around.
We send a man in motion. Smith on first down. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
When that ball left his hands, Kate, he envisioned a massive play, and he nearly saw it happen for all the wrong reasons. What a great effort there defensively to track the ball and be in position to nearly pick it.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop pick gives him new life. This is second down. Smith to the air now. Dialing up a receiver screen.
Smith's pass complete to Tyler Lockett. A gain of 6 on the play. And this is third down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Oh, he's going to run for it. And Smith wisely slides down safely with enough to move those chains.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
1st and 10 from the 43. Smith back to throw. It's a screen play to Genty. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes 2nd and long. They've got a man in motion. From the gun, Smith. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This is a heater going deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
He scampers ahead for about 4. It's 2nd down now.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Smith setting the throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looking for time on Rocket on that play. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Looking to throw, Smith. This to the back of the end zone. Oh, but he ran out of room. Incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Carlson's kick is good. And here in our 3rd quarter, finally able to get their first points of this game.
Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
Moore with a return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the 49ers on offense. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun is Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Sending him on the dive. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that 2nd down run.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
3rd and just 2 to go. On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Jency. And he dodged the tackle. Yeah, he's going to be brought down right at the 35. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
All set to go now from the 35. Putting a receiver in motion. On first down, here's Smith. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to the air, it's Smith. Dumps it off to his running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Nickel set from the Niners on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Purdy to throw it. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. On the give, it's McCaffrey. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
And a 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Going run again with McCaffrey. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the 46-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Going with McCaffrey on the ground. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They kick the running back in motion. On 3rd down, Purdy. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing a 4th down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun give here to Genty. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
At the 15-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Man in motion here. Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Smith. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
This is a tough spot to punt. Got to convert here on 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost them. That is a safety. Definitely a rare moment we just witnessed here, Brock. That is their 2nd safety of this game. This defense is showing out.
Capitalizing on any and every opportunity they get. I'll tell you what, a lot of crazy things enter my mind during a football game, watching and analyzing, but 2 safeties, never seen it coming. You ever been to a game with 2 safeties, Kate?
No, I was ripping through the memory bank too, and I can't think of one.
Yeah, kudos to this defense to make it happen not once, but twice.
Secures this at the 17. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And they don't need anything out of this drive right now, Brock. That lead's already been built as we look to the scoreboard, but like architects, they might want to see just how high they can take it.
And we're going to know here in just a second on how they attack these opening plays. Do they opt to take it easy, play conservative, or just keep stepping on that gas?
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Purdy looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
To the air on 3rd and long. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And their last drive reached the wrong end zone and equaled 2 points. So trying for the other end zone and 6 on this possession. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now Smith. He's got it downfield near the edge. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set to go now from the 35. 1st down, Smith to throw. That's complete to Bowers outright. Rolling into enemy territory. And this goes out of bounds as we've got a penalty flag in the backfield, Brock. This could be roughing the passer. Well, you kind of know this is going to happen at least a couple of times this season. They catch the rookie there for roughing the passer.
Yeah, I think this coach would like to have a governor. Kind of like on golf carts, you know, so you don't act crazy and a fool. Some of these rookie defenders, I know coaches would love to put a governor on them for a little bit of discipline that just doesn't naturally come for a rookie.
Smith on 1st down. Setting up the screen. Shoots away from one. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Genty from the gun. And he's stopped after a gain of about 5. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Play action. Here's Smith. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders putting up points in a game decided. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Gorindo to return it. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
He puts some air under it deep down the left. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
I'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Smith will try again on 2nd. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Try getting it to Tyler Lockett. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Try getting it to Tyler Lockett. So that brings up 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Desperation time here on 4th. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Purdy setting up that play action. And down he goes. Raiders got him. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the 49ers grow their lead yet again.
Raiders 10.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Laube with the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Smith. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down. Well, those are the looks they have hoped would open up by this point in the game, Brock, but still got some guys sitting on those throws, and they nearly made a splash play.
You know, as a quarterback, when you throw in the middle of the field, there's just simply more defenders in harm's way, and you've got to see that window open. He got away with one there.
This is Genty on 2nd. The flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Their work doubly as difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20. Smith to the air now. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Smith. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
Even on 3rd and long, he still couldn't bring himself to force the throw right there, and that's okay. As coordinators will like to say, every drive that ends with a kick we can live with. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's 4th and pretty far. Desperation time here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Big gain downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
On 1st down, here's Smith. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Tried getting that one to Brock Bowers. So it'll be 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
And again, it's Smith. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Smith yet again. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Smith's going to throw again. And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. Yep, already got the stop and the turnover on down, so they're just going to decline that penalty. First and 10 from the 32. A toss now to Robinson. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
First and 10, around to Robinson. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
At the Raiders' 46-yard line.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First down now, ball at the 33. Staying with Robinson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Down give to Robinson. And he's brought down beyond the marker. So a first down for them as we've hit the 2-minute warning. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
First down, and they go right back to it. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Another carry for Robinson. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. But, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag. Running it after the penalty. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll run here following the penalty. And only can get us a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing. And the crowd, they did their part too, adding to just an awesome atmosphere, helping energize those players at big moments of today's ballgame.
Yeah, it is super fun to win on the road. I'm not going to lie, to quiet the crowd. But you know what's even better? When you get to celebrate with your family, friends, your hometown people, your community, and you know, more importantly, they played a role as that extra voice in that building, man. It is a rewarding feeling.